Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today we are talking about my Reading Around the World challenge. So if you don't already know, I am doing a challenge to read a book from every single country in the world, and I track it on this map over here. And there's also a Storygraph challenge that if you want to do this challenge yourself, there's loads of books and loads of suggestions on there. But I wanted to find a way to track my progress on this challenge in a bit more of a physical way. And I always see people with really cool reading journals, and so I thought I wanted to get a journal for tracking my Reading Around the World challenge so that I can physically fill it out page by page as I'm doing this challenge. But when I went looking for a journal that I could do that with, I realized that doesn't actually exist. So I am very pleased to announce that I made my own. This is my Reading Around the World book journal, and it is a reading passport. I am so happy and so proud of this journal, and I really wanted to share it with you today and also do my first few entries into this journal. So I thought we could do it together. I can tell you all about my journey, about making this journal, and also show you how I'm going to be filling it out as well. I think the way that I'm going to fill out this journal is alphabetically. So I thought today we could start filling out this journal in the way that I have always dreamed of doing. And I'm going to start with the countries that begin with A. And even the countries that I haven't read a book from yet, I'm going to fill them out so I know what order that these countries are going to be in. It's all going to make sense, and I'm really, really excited to share this with you. And I'm excited to finally dive in and use this journal for myself. And obviously I wanted to share this with all of you as well who are doing this reading challenge. I know a lot of you follow me because of this reading challenge. So if you did want one of these journals yourself, they are available to buy and they are in the link in my description. I'm really incredibly proud of how this journal has turned out. I think that it just looks so beautiful. I really, really love it. It's got over 200 pages, so there is so much room in there for all the different countries around the world. I love the way that it looks on my shelf with its little spine, and obviously this green colour that, as you can tell from my channel, I am obsessed with. So before I start filling it out, maybe I'll just show you the main features of this journal. So basically you're opening up, there is a page showing you how to fill out this journal. There's a place to put your book wish list on there, and then there's the first page. So the way that this journal is set up is basically there is a gap at the top where you can write the country that you're doing. There's a space for you to fill in or put stickers for the flags. I'm going to actually be doing stickers because I do not trust my artistic skills to be able to accurately represent all the flags. There is obviously a space to put your review and the title, author, and the year that the book was published. There's the date that you read the book, and then your 5-star rating, and then some extra notes, like if you wanted to keep track of thoughts that were coming up for you while you were reading the book, your favorite characters, your favorite quotes, that kind of thing, it can go in the notes section. But you will see this in a lot more detail because today I am filling out all of the A countries in this journal, and so I'm so excited to do this with you. I really hope that you're excited by this journal. I obviously made this because I found it something that I really wanted, but I just realized how many other people were probably looking for something similar, so I thought that I would make it. I feel like this is going to be such a fun aspect to me completing this challenge as well. It's so motivating, I think, to have something physical that you can kind of fill out and be creative as well with how you're doing your reviews, because obviously a lot of my reviews for a lot of these books are actually just in video format. I don't have physical reviews. I don't even have them written down, on Goodreads or anything, because I save them for videos, but I can have my own private, personal reviews for the books that I've read for this challenge, and I can eventually fill up this reading passport with all of the countries that I have visited or read from throughout this challenge. So I'm really excited, but I think we should just jump right in. I've got loads of stickers and pretty card and all of these different journaling supplies, but this is kind of one of my first times properly journaling, but I really want to make this pretty. So if you have any hints or tips for me, if you journal a lot, then please leave them in the description, because I'd be really interested to know, because I love watching videos of people filling out journals, but I just think that they just are so endlessly creative, and I'm not that creative myself. But anyway, let's maybe swap to a little bird's eye view and let's start filling out the first few countries of this journal. I was just trying to get started filming, and Miso said, no, you cannot sit there and work on a journal. You must hold me. Also, if I literally don't have my arm underneath her, she gets so upset and just continually sits there and meows and meows and meows. So I will work on this when Miso says that I'm allowed to. Okay guys, so let's start doing some journaling. This is the journal up close, and it's a fresh one that we can crack into together. I think my first plan is I want to kind of adorn this whole page with stickers. I think that would look really fun, and maybe this one too, because I already know how to use the journal because I made the journal. And then we're going to start with the first country here, which I believe is Afghanistan. And then I'm going to go through and I'm going to try in this video and do all of the A countries. And I have these cool stickers here to add to the journals. I've got some other like random kind of mushroom stickers. And then I have some like really pretty paper and stuff. And this I'm really excited about because I have not ever used these before. So I think they'll just be really beautiful. And I think they'll go really well with kind of the theme that I'm kind of wanting, this nature theme, and hopefully there'll be some kind of travel ones too. Like these have some stamps, like there's a Malaysia one, Barbados one. Like I'm hoping that's also going to be some great stuff I can use for different countries in there as well. So we're going to get started. I'm going to start by doing this front page, and I'm going to try and make a cute little collage. Okay, so having had a look at what is through here, I've decided I like this one the best. So I'm going to just cut this down to size and have that as kind of like the this blank page at the beginning, and then I might keep this. I might also transform this one. I chose this one because it has the most like travel. It's got like tickets on there, and I like this one for like a reading passport vibe. I decided to cut it this way because I just love those pairs the best. I'm not great at cutting or measuring, so this is going to be a fun experiment together. This for some reason is the hardest thing to film while I'm doing it, but this is the idea we've got. My glue is not working, so we're doing tape for now, and I will get other glue later. For now, let's start with Afghanistan. Okay, so the first country we're doing is Afghanistan. Now we have to make a decision. Do I write them in black or do I do a fun color? I think I should obviously start with doing things in a fun color. I'm gonna do a red. Okay, not too bad. I always get so nervous doing stuff. The book that I read for Afghanistan, well, I read a couple, but the book that I will choose to put in is 1,000 Splendid Suns. No, I'll do The Kite Runner, I think, actually. I'll do that in black. Well, it's a bit thick. Maybe I'll try this black. And that was published in 2003. And now let's try and find the flag and hope that they fit. Okay, found it. How big this is gonna be. Stick this on. I think that's gonna fit perfect. Is it gonna fit with the little flagpole? Yeah. Oh my god, that's so satisfying. Okay, when did I actually read this book? This was a while ago, so let me double check. Okay, I've done my little review, but I've just left myself a little note because I read this so long ago. I'm thinking, would I really love it as much if I read it now? Now that I've read from so many different countries around the world and I've read so many stories, I do wonder if I would have the same strong emotional reaction to it if I did it now. But let's now decorate this page. I think I'm going to do this little postcard here because I think it's lovely. I was looking for someone that was like flying a kite. I do not have a little sticker of someone flying a kite, so instead we'll do this one. And then because the whole thing's kind of like nature themed, I was thinking of doing a little mushroom, but I feel like it's too big. It's too aggressive, you know? It doesn't quite go. Instead, I think I'll do this flower, maybe like that. I bet other people can be like so creative with how they would build a journal, but I need lots of structure and like pretty stickers to be able just to feel like I can get started. I don't know, like I could do this all in a blank journal, but I just wouldn't know where to go from there, you know? Okay, so the next country is going to be Albania. Yeah, I haven't read a book from Albania. Then I will do the next one, which is Algeria, on this page too. But I will write this in here. Albania can be purple, and then I'll do the next one in green. And the book that I did for Algeria was A Bookshop in Algeria. And this was published, I believe, in 2020. It's pretty recent, actually. I read this in October 2023, but let's find the flag for Algeria. There it is. Let's get it out. Okay, steady hand. Cute. Love that these flags are a perfect fit. I did not plan it that way. Okay, next we'll give it its star rating. I literally only gave this 2 stars. And let me go ahead and write my review. If you are interested, by the way, in my like full reviews, I do have all of these reviews up in videos where I'm talking about this challenge. They should be in their own playlist, so you can go and have a look at that. For my notes, I'm going to say, perhaps time to find another book for Algeria. And now let's put some cute little stickers on. This fun one can go here. I think for the gap down here, I'm going to do this cute little postage stamp. It says Guernsey on it. That's nothing to do with the book, obviously, but there is lots of letters in the book. So I think that fits kind of well. God, mine is just not straight at all. I feel like other people doing this would be able to do this so creatively and so beautifully, but this is what you get. Like, this is how I do it. Okay. While we're here though, this is finally glued in correctly, so you can kind of see how that looks a bit better. I might fill out, or like at least prettify the book wish list page a little bit. I have these stickers and they are so pretty, so I kind of want to put some of them around this page too. I think these ones down here are very cute and very small, so I'm gonna do this one. Just, is it mistletoe maybe? Do it like that, a bit close to the edge. That's cute. And then I'm gonna do this little flower too, if it's gonna come off. Is that even a sticker? I'm so confused. Why wouldn't that be a sticker? I can't get it off. Oh, maybe these tiny ones aren't actually stickers. That's a shame. Okay, maybe I'll do this little leaf here instead. I'll do it here. Kind of cute, kind of random, kind of cute. I don't know. Okay, so we've done this front page. We've done, I actually might do a little like note thing of like who this book belongs to. That might be kind of cute to add here actually. This is like the most chaotic thing that I'm doing. Like, I'm just adding stuff as I'm coming up with it. I'm thinking adding this in here. Like, do you think that's kind of cute? Having it like on there is like who this book belongs to. Or do I cover this page and add it here? Because obviously I don't need the how to use bit. What do we think? Yeah, I might cover this. These are some of the bits of card I have. What do we think goes the best? That's very beautiful. I like the big print and I love the strawberries and the raspberries. I like them all. Okay, firstly, I'm gonna do this little scrap down this side because I really like how it looks, kind of like as if it's bleeding over from the first page, if you get what I mean. See if that looks cool. I think it does. And then I do really like the strawberries. We do have quite a lot of empty space if I do the strawberries like this. How else could we do it? We have a fluffy intrusion to the scrapbooking situation. Okay, this is kind of what I have so far. I thought of something quite fun I could do with this, if like filling in the date of like when I started the challenge, and then have the date of when I'm 25% through, the date when I'm 50% through, and then the date when I finally finish. Because I think that would be really fun. Like, I think that would be really cool, like as a passport, to have it as like dates and times, like having it stamped. I don't know, I think that adds some fun thing, like a little record keeping thing. But now I just need to kind of figure out what to do with this tiny edge down here, which is kind of an unusual and annoying shape. Okay, so this is kind of how the front two pages are looking. I'm gonna add here my name. I'm gonna do this as like the little date tracker. Oh, I've got glue on this. Honestly, the way that I'm doing this is so chaotic. Let me just rub this glue off, like with absolutely no plan. I hope anyone else that's watching this understands like the way that I am doing this. So yeah, these are the first two pages. I'm going to fill those in. And then we've got the book wish list, Afghanistan, and then we have Albania, Algeria, and should we fill in the next one too? I'm just Tipp-Xing these where it's bleeding through. Let's do the next one. Okay, how does that look? I'm not going to do my full name and details on the camera. I kind of made up when I started the challenge because I can't remember. And I think I got to 25% around June this year. I'm not yet halfway through. I'm like 35% through this challenge, I think. Speaking of, let's go through and do the next two countries. Okay, so the next two are Andorra and Angola. So we just write the names and move on to the next one that I have done, which is Antigua and Barbuda. They are counting as one, as they usually do. So what colour should I do for that? Let's do a navy. Also, this is going to be a double page spread because the next one will be Argentina. So for this country, I did at the bottom of the river. I might do this in a smaller pen just because I'm kind of messy in that big pen. And the author is Jamaica Kincaid. And this was published in 1983. But I read it in July of this year. Oh, actually, I kind of want to do that in the same color as the title. Already we're messing up already, but it's okay. Let me just go over it, see if that looks hideous. It does, but it's fine. July 2024, and I rated this 4 stars. I'm slightly concerned for the first time that we might not have the flag, because I do know that not every flag is here, but I will still look. Oh, it was right there. That was easy. This was actually a short story collection. So for my notes, I'm going to make a note of the fact that I listened to this as an audiobook. For me, that sometimes makes things higher rated, and sometimes just changes the rating. So I like to make a note of when that does happen to me. Because this one was actually so much about nature, there was so much nature imagery, I can really go to town actually on the stickers because it really fits with the theme. I've just been waiting to use this one, so I think I'll do it here because that's so pretty. And that is Antigua Barbuda done. Let's move on to Argentina. Should we find the flag first? I've read many different books for Argentina, so while I'm thinking about which one to talk about, let's find the flag. You should just know that they're all on the same page by now. This is the Argentina flag. One of my favorites, I have to say. I think it's real cute. I'm learning slowly about flags as I do this project. I'm going to do my favorite book that I read for Argentina, which was, I think, Elena Knows. That is by Claudia Pinheiro. Published in 2007 originally, I think, only more recently translated to English, but I'll put the original year published there. And I read this in March of this year, which I'm forgetting that I wanted to do in pink again. That's fine. We'll go over it. Maybe I'll do a line underneath it in pink. There's no rules, you know? My reading journal, I can do what I like. And this I also gave 4 stars, like a 4.25 really, but I'm undecided if I want to do half stars in there. I think I won't now, just to keep it easy. Okay, I've added my little review. My little note says I want to read more from this author. I have these little like dancing babies here. I don't know if that fits super well. I have this little scrap here. I think perhaps for the first time a mushroom might work. I kind of like the idea of a mushroom for this book. I'm not even sure why. I think that's cute there. I'm also gonna do this pretty flower there. And then we move on to the next 2. Okay, for the next spread we have Armenia and then Australia. So let's fill in the tops of these. I have not yet read from Armenia, so let me know if you do have any recommendations for it. I do have one I think I've read from Australia, so let's do the flag for Australia. It is. There we go. We can do a blue theme for this one. And the book that I read for Australia was Big Little Lies. Honestly, like unironically, I absolutely loved this book. I was expecting something else, I think, like some kind of airport read, or I don't know, like a beach read, a thriller. I literally loved this book so much, and I also loved the TV show of it too. What year was this published? 2014. I read this in January 2023 and I rated it 4.5 stars. So what am I gonna do? Shall I round it up or shall I round it down? Good egg. I think keep it at 4. Feels kind of weird to have this as my first 5-star within the journal. I'm going to mention the TV show in my notes. I feel like people don't actually know that this book is Australian and set in Australia by an Australian author because the very successful TV adaptation was set in America. But no, it is originally Australian. I wonder if I have an Australian specific card. I don't, but I do really like this sticker with the bird with the flowers in its mouth, which I'm going to use for this one. I think it's real cute. And then I might do the little children because that fits for this pretty well actually, so that works out. Okay, so that's that one. And then the last 2 that we have for this video, which we were just doing the A's, are Austria and Azerbaijan, which I have not read a book from, but I have done Austria, so let's fill that one in. Actually, I've just remembered I'm gonna do a different book for Austria. I know which book I'm gonna do. It's a chess story, or it's just called Chess actually. Sometimes it's called a chess story. I'm gonna fill that info in. Basically, I want to count it again. I want to do a different book for it. Let's add this in. I've got this book on my shelf. I won't like add in the flag yet maybe because that's kind of a fun thing I can do when I've actually completed it. So this was published in 1942. which is crazy. I didn't realize it was that old actually. And then I don't yet know which book I'm going to do for this country. I'll just do a little quick flick through of the progress that we've made today. Pages are sticking together slightly. This feels so much more motivating for this challenge. Like, I'm really excited now by this. I'm going to fill in my book wish list. This is so fun. This might need a little fixing, but that's okay. And I can fill in the dates when I've done them. And that's the front of my book. Like, it feels really much more satisfying to have made a start in this book. I'm really excited by it. I've made such an insane amount of mess surrounding me. That's the perils of scrapbooking, as I have realised. It was really fun. I bet some people are going to be watching this video thinking like, oh my god, like, why are you doing it like that? Like, I'm not a good scrapbooker, but this is how you learn. You learn by trying and by doing it. If you have any tips for me, then feel free to leave them in a comment. If you are excited by the fact that this journal exists, then also please tell me that in the comments. I worked really, really hard on it. I'm really, really proud of it. And obviously, if you do want to buy your own, there is a link in the description below. I'm already excited to offer like different colorways of this journal potentially in the future. I also kind of want to do like a premium version available if anyone cares about it, with kind of a thicker cover and like a different one of those spines that kind of like flops open, because I find them so satisfying. But for my first ever thing that I've ever created and put out in the world, I'm incredibly proud of it. So I hope that even one other person in this world will find this interesting and useful. And that's why I've made this video today of us doing some journaling together, which was really, really fun. And I might do this again for the bees when we get there, because I have a lot more stickers to go and I feel like I'm already more confident in how to scrapbook. But that is all from me today. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please remember to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will talk to you again soon. Bye.